A wee away, a wee away. Ah, Kenya. I've always wanted to travel to Africa. No, really, can't you just see me on safari? All those wild beasts. And the animals, too. I saw an Animal Planet episode about baboon mating. Wouldn't it be so much fun to chase a baboon in heat with a giant dildo? I bet Harry had a grand old time riding a pair of baboons on a hot African night. He's so romantic. God, I miss him.
That fucking governor! No, darling, I am not anywhere. I haven't even gotten over the goddamn Oceanic Bridge. We've been parked here for 3 hours because someone closed the bridge. My Rolls is overheating and Leon, my driver, is smoking Lucky Strikes. Leon, those are leather seats. Ladies, you haven't heard the last of this. I will get to the bottom of Bridge Gate and find our faithful governor. If I have to drive to Trenton and search every fucking IHOP in the city myself. Leon, put out that doobie! Keep drinking, girls.
I'm really not like my housewife friends. I love them all dearly, but they're so materialistic. Life isn't just about money and superficial things. For me, it's about being the best person you can be. You know, like being real. And that's why I have to lie my tight Jersey ass off and get on Teen Mom 3. I know I can make it. I was born to be on MTV. And so were my 2 little Korean spring rolls. Do you think that crazy Korean dictator is hurting my chances? Kim Jong, Guy, Pan, enough with your nuclear warheads! I need to get on MTV!
Hi, this is Wesley West reporting from Marlborough, New Jersey, where Mrs. Vincenzo Lombardi has been arrested for the alleged murder of her mob boss husband. Mr. Lombardi has been missing for 12 months now, and I have with me here a family member who claims that she filed the missing persons report. You are?
Carmela Lombardi Mazzola. I'm Mela, Vinny's sister from Staten Island.
Tell us what you know, ma'am.
My brother Vinny has been missing since last summer, and the family is worried sick. Now, listen, it's not for me to say, but that fucking psychopathic sister-in-law of mine murdered...
Allegedly.
Alleged my ass. She killed my dear sweet brother, who would never hurt a fly.
Wasn't Mr. Lombardi a convicted felon?
Don't talk ill of the dead. What are you, Fox? You tea party dropouts never get anything right. Now listen, you fucking shut that fucking camera off before I shut up your...
Did you see the Baroness's face? She was as white as a ghost. Priceless. My daughter. Ruthie says Kellyanne gave up a baby for adoption while she was in college. I love it. Knocked up at Bryn Mawr. Now she just wants to meet her after 20 years. Ladies, let me tell you something. I know a gold digger when I smell one. And you know how I feel about slutty women grubbing off old rich people. And for the record, my Harry is different. I actually love that crazy, God-fearing gazillionaire. I'm excited that he'll be back from Mormonville on Saturday. We'll have a grand soiree at the club, and the Baroness can bring her white trash little bastard daughter.
To be honest, I was a little shocked, but I've decided that I'm open to the idea of meeting this young woman who claims she's my daughter. Her name is Duvet. Yes, like the comforter. I guess her adoptive parents must be French, but it could be worse. Those damn frogs could have named her Baguette or Bidet. Come here, little escargot. But I digress. We spoke on the phone, and she is truly lovely. We're going to Milagro for mother-daughter massages. And maybe even a little vaginal bleaching. Ruthie says they're heaven.
Nicole, it's Connie. Yeah, knock it off. Nicole, listen. You're the last one I want to call on, believe me. No time to mince words here. You've never been my favorite, but I know talent when I see it, and you're the only one who can help me. Bail money, please. The damn Irish judge said no bail. Friggin' Mick. I'm stuck here until my trial. I need you to find my sister-in-law, Mella, and talk some sense into her. That Poupon has always hated me, you know, because I got class. She's made up this crazy story about me killing my dear, sweet, departed husband, Vinny. If maybe you could convince her that she's making a big mistake, then maybe this whole thing will blow over. I know you're pretty handy with these kinds of things. I mean, come on. You've knocked off your share of spouses in your day. Yeah, sure. How's Harry? Still taking swimming lessons? Poor dumb bastard should have jumped ship long ago. Look, honey, you know I know too much. So you do what I'm telling you, or you'll be sharing a cell with your Auntie Connie in the big house. You can find Mella's info in my address book in the kitchen. Ciao, Bambina.
Kellyanne's putting together a little road trip for the girls. We Jews are not much for road trips. Please, after wandering through the desert for 40 years on the way to nowhere, we Jews would rather stay put, preferably in Jerusalem or Boca. Anyway, we're supposed to drive down to North Carolina to visit Connie at the Correctional Institute. Tell me that's not a schlep. I've got a bad feeling. Connie's very impressionable. By now she's probably shaved her head and had Rosie O'Donnell's face tattooed on her ass. Oy vey. I just hope she hasn't joined one of those prison gangs. Well, you know those Italians. There's a reason they call it the mob.
Thanks, ladies. Knock it off. These broads are my bitches from the shore. Okay, they're gone. Oh, God, ladies, this is the worst. I told you, it's not necessary to visit. Let me save your breath. The food sucks. You crap in public. The one TV doesn't get Bravo. And the guards all look like Whoopi Goldberg. It's prison, Ruthie, not summer camp. No one hardly talks to me, except a couple of the female inmates. There's a lot of tough dykes in here. No wonder Martha Stewart felt so at home. Oh, I can handle myself. I made one friend, Big Bertha. Oh, she has a source for garlic powder, so I gotta keep her happy, you know? So, tell me what's going on. God, it's less crazy in here. Well, looks like time is up. See you next time. Nicole, get busy. You hear?
I just got off the phone with Connie's sister-in-law, Mella. I told her I left my favorite pashmina at the house and could she let me in to pick it up. She was surprisingly pleasant and actually invited me over to the house for an espresso. I told her I'd bring my famous lemon bars, her favorite. How easy is that? It'll be like feeding hemlock to a baby. I've never fed hemlock to a baby. A little mercury maybe, but it was an accident. It's always an accident. Just like when Harry slipped off the starboard side of our Caribbean cruise ship. Who knew he could swim?
I can't even talk about it. Team Mom 3 final callbacks went up in smoke, and not like Ruthie's sweet smoke either. I was perfection. They loved me until it was time to introduce the twins. Synchronized like the fountains outside the Trump casino, the girls projectile vomited right into the producer's lap. It was like a scene out of the movie Carrie. They burst out laughing until one of them vomited, and that was the good part. I'll never be famous. Too bad you can't sell possessed babies on Craigslist. Take the camera away!
Isn't Duvet sweet? Oh, she's well educated and charming and kind of boring in a 19th century sort of way. Oh, I never thought I'd have a daughter who was so conservative. Another fundamentalist Mormon. There, I said it. Oh, I guess the Mormons really are populating this planet. I mean, first the planet Utah, and now New Jersey. Oh, God, just admit it. The Mormons are as crazy as the Scientologists, but at least they have Tom Cruise. I mean, everyone loves Top Gun. Oh, the Mormons have not been the same since Marie Osmond's divorce. Well, at least they stopped going after the black people. I mean, they really did not believe in black people until the 1980s.
My Harry taking it up with that tart. How could he? Oh, when he has more than enough woman right here. Right, girls? Well, two can play at that game. Let's see. Who wants me bad? Donald. Ooh, Trump. Loaded, but no, too creepy. Oh, yes, Donald. Hello, Mr. Sterling. It's Nicole. Of course, Marshall. How are you? I know. The was all wrong for you. I told you that when you met that trollop. Next week? Box seats? Oh, perfect. Yes, and if you don't mind, I'll have my son in tow. No, Barack's no problem. Yes, Barack, that's his name. Well, no, only half. Hello? Donald? Hello? Pig.
I thought Nicole would have sent me a sign of something by now. I've been watching the paper for a big story about a Lombardi woman mysteriously dying. But so far, nothing. That Putan is gonna let me down. I knew that good-for-nothing slut was too self-absorbed to actually do the right thing for once. Big Bertha just got word that her parole is up, and she's out of here on Tuesday. As much as I hate to lose her, especially since Bertie and I just started going steady, there are other felons in the sea. My Bertie will do anything for me. And she promised to go straight to Staten Island and take care of my friggin' sister-in-law. And then I'm going to tell her to give Perky Boobs Marshall a call. Nicole needs a lesson and some manners. And Bertie's just the one to do it.
Let's start here. Who knew there was a new Black Panther Party? Apparently, they're a lot more enlightened than they were in the 1960s when they strongly disliked the gentle race. White people! Oh, thank heavens that awful Al Sharpton isn't involved. I truly hate bigots, especially fat ones. The new party must be run by some loving hot chocolate daddies. Ooh! Oh, there's something kind of alluring about being dominated by a Black Panther. Meow. Oh, God. Now I'm a white cougar. Come back, Mr. Kincaid. You can tie me to my scratching post. Meow.
Well, thanks to Governor Krispy Kreme, the marijuana thing is slow going. I can't even get the Indians at the Wawa to sell it under the counter. It was a perfect ploy, really. You can't smell pot with all that curry. Anyway, last night I'm flipping through the channels and I come across reruns of Breaking Bad. And I started thinking, I got a stove. Why not cook up a little crystal blue and see what all the fuss is about? Oy vey. Talk about the book of Revelations. Crystal meth is the bomb. It knocks Percocet right out of the park. Methamphetamine, come to mama. Ooh.
Sorry, ladies. I've been on sabbatical here. Apparently, one of the inmates got a bad case of crabs, and we've been on lockdown for days. Crabs! Who knew crabs was still going around? Oh, how I miss crabs. In a nice marinara with some pepperoncini. Did I mention the food here sucks? The food here sucks. Anyway, my trial starts next week, and my lawyer says it's looking pretty good. All hearsay. There's no body. Of course not. I flushed the last of those sausages back in October. What? You think this is my first rodeo? Connie will be back in no time. At worst, 20 to life. Ciao. That Pouton is gonna let me down. I knew that good-for-nothing whatever son of a bitch I wanted to say. Slut. That she will go right to Staten Island and take care of that friggin' friggin' sister-in-law. Marshall will call. Nicole needs to learn a lesson. And some manners. And the bells keep ringing. In the back.
Hi, this is Wesley West reporting live from Marlborough, New Jersey, where Mrs. Vincenzo Lombardi has been arrested for the alleged murder of her husband. Okay. I have with me here. No, I'm sorry.
Mr. Lombardi.
Filed the missing persons report. You are?
Connie Lombardi Mazzola.
Cut. It's Carmela.
Oh, shoot.
I love them dearly, but they're so superficial and all they care about is, can I start over? Synchronized, like okay, sorry.
Yeah, so.
You know, I know too much. So you do what I'm telling you, or you'll be sharing a cell with Auntie Connie in the big house. You can find Mellis, nudge her.
You're so close.